Yep. Combat pets, how's it gone?
I think it's gone great. We saw lots of pets coming into the game yesterday. Saw a lot of people posting on Reddit, talking about their dialogue as well, which is great. But yeah, it's one of those updates that, you know, it was very much player inspired, all the concepts originally. But yeah, I think it went really well.
Yeah, and we're actually going to dive into. We're going to have some stats to show you in just a little bit, but I just want to go for a couple of things really quickly. We'll be this weekend. We'll be hosting a free weekend. So just to clarify, we're not adding memberships to accounts, but instead opening up members' worlds for free-to-play players. But if you want to remain as free-to-play pure, you can just log into the free-to-play worlds over the weekend, because in the past we've had stuff like that. For everyone who wants to spam !loot in the chat, it does absolutely nothing. I have to repeat this every single stream, and I will repeat it yet again. All you have to do is be watching, and then the Twitch drops system will pick you up, and then you can go from there. Now, just to clarify a couple of things, if you've been watching the streams and been getting the loot, then you're all good. If you've been watching the streams and not been getting the loot, double check your ad block settings, because we've been speaking to Twitch, and it apparently can get in the way of it. So yeah, try not to have that. And for everyone who wants to spam !loot, yeah, we will jump on it. Make sure you can stop doing that. So just stop. We want actual chat. All right, so let us jump into it. Are we good to kick off with the first image of combat pet stats, if that's okay? Right, we're going to just hop over and then bring that up, and then Ryan, I'll throw it over to you, and you can talk about these stats. So this is day one stats, pretty much. So this is stats from yesterday. So here we go. Go for it.
Cool. So you can see from this graph, this is the amount that were gained in game yesterday from release up until midnight. It is higher than what was on day one for non-combat pets, but you have to remember that there is less skills released. Also, combat is an extremely fast skill. But a bunch of people have asked for these stats, so we've got them for you. Constitution being the outlier at the front, kind of to be expected since you can train it with all combat skills. Summoning is our second highest at the moment. A lot of that is down to, I imagine, people trying to get the fast ones out of the way. They've already got charms stacked up, which is great. And a lot of the balancing behind that is also based on time it takes to get the charms. But yeah, as you can see, I'm surprised that strength's so low.
Yeah, strength's the lowest at 57, so that's interesting.
Yeah, magic and range are high, as to be expected. I feel like, you know, AoE, you just sort of camp it out.
And yes, yeah. You still, so just to clarify as well, kind of like thresholds. If you're at 200 million XP, you have an increased chance, correct?
Yep.
And obviously, any levels over 99 as well, in regards to like thresholds in that sense, they're improved as well.
Yeah, so from 99 throughout to the highest virtual level in that skills to invention goes up to 150. You have a better chance the higher you get, and then from 120 there is no increased chance up. Only the next increased chance is when you hit 200 mil.
Got it. Just to clarify as well, some little statistics for you. 1,341 combat pets in total have a new home. 1,231 players have received a combat pet. 77 of them have received 2. 9 of them have received 3, and 5 of them have received 4. Now, if the 77 players that have received 2 also have Crab from the Skilling Pets update, they will have the Jack of Blades title. And of course, you need all 9
for Jack of all Blades, yeah.
And then all 27 for Master of All. Yep. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Of course, an Iron Man has already gotten it as well. We saw the Iron Man first broadcast for the Jack of Blades. So it's going to be interesting to see as the days go on. And because we had the stats of the combat pets, we thought, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone, literally, and bring up the, not literally, but bring up the Skilling Pets graph as well. So this is from the date of Skilling Pets was released back in August 2016, and that is the amount of Skilling Pets by skill in the game right now. So you can see construction is the lowest, and well, fishing the highest, and it's pretty awesome just to see the numbers now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And again, my chain likes catching the microphone, so apologies if my mic keeps catching the chain and making some weird noise. I'm sorry. But yeah, in regards to combat pets, how was it just kind of developing? Because obviously when we showed it off in the showcase back in October, a lot of the animations weren't in and so on. But I mean, how was it working with some of the mods? I know Raven's been involved in some of the dialogue as well. How has that all been? Yeah,
so yeah, it was a longer process than you may think, or just because of the amount of work that has to go into creating a pet and all the animations, and there were 8 new pets. But a lot of people got involved, so as you said, Mod Raven and a bunch of other mods did the dialogue for each of the pets. There was I only wrote one of the dialogues. The other 7 were written across the floor.
Let me ask which one you wrote.
No. But yeah, I wrote one of them. Just a lot of work that went into it. Ultimately going from player designs, which is great, and also there was a few polls that we ran, which was converting Crab to be classed as a combat pet, and also whether or not we should move Jack of all trades to be the final title, keep it where it is, and the poll won to keep it where it is, which is why we since added Jack of all blades and Master of all.
Just an interesting note, in case anyone was interested, when we showed the skilling pets, when we brought the skilling pets update, you could get up to 19 pets, which gave you the Jack of all trades title. At the time of yesterday, only 415 players had gotten that. So just an interesting fact for you there. I'm going to throw it over to Mod Raven. We're going to start talking about pieces of hate. Yes. Now, I'm just going to rattle off some bullet points here and let you take away from here. So let's talk about some upgrades to stuffs.
So one of the rewards that we're doing is we're doing an upgrade to the pirate teleport. You'll be getting, I believe it's more teleports to slightly more places, and you can recharge it with rum, gives you good use for rum. We're also planning on, we gathered a list of suggestions from players for rewards that we'd like to run by the players. We haven't had a chance to do it yet, but we're planning on doing it comparatively soon, once we've got a good short list down of what we think is actually feasible, because there's some that weren't. But yeah, we're hoping to run rewards by players soon as well.
And then I'm going to bring up about linking in the Eastern Lands properly in regards to lore.
Yes, so we have a new character called Madame She, who hopefully there's a picture of her.
Oh,
that's Ryan. Hello,
that's
Ryan.
Ryan. That is not Madame She.
Madame She, is that right?
Or are you?
All right, we'll bring it up in a second.
There we go, Madame She. So one of the things we want to do with this pirate finale is we wanted to link pirates into the Eastern Lands. We want to bring more of that kind of general sort of Salian ports mythos together. So Madame She is our bridge character for that. She's a Eastern Lands pirate queen, I suppose is the right word. She owns a particularly powerful pirate fleet. Mostly want to show her off because she looks awesome. And she'll play a very important role in Pieces of Hate.
Izzy,
yes, there's another new picture.
JD managed to do it this time.
Yeah. So we're updating some of the pirates in terms of their graphics. Izzy is one that we have to show you. He will have the agility skill cape. That's just what we have at the moment. But yeah, wanted to show off his spangly new look, upgraded graphics. We'll be doing this with all the sort of main pirates. They'll all keep their general sort of recognisable shape and stuff, but they will get a nice lick of paint.
Awesome. I think next up is Battle Chest.
Yes. So
what have we got here?
We're going to show you a bit of a process of how the art works. So here we have a high, what's the word I'm looking for? A high-res version of the barrel chest. This is the full detail. This is the thing they sculpt first to get how they're going to do the other model. So this is like one of the sort of the early stages of how we do our artwork. Then hopefully we can move on to the next one. So this is what we get at the end. This is what the barrel chest becomes now. This is the game model. So you can see all the lovely new textures of the graphics. It's given a really nice look of paint, and it looks really, really awesome. We're doing this with a couple of you've seen a brief shot of Meagor before. We're doing it with the barrel chest this time round. There are some other very spangly looking characters as well. And we also have an animation to give you, because we upgrade their animations as well. This is his death, which I absolutely love.
Wait, so he
falls over, his brain falls out, he explodes, and the brain goes flying.
I love when it came back to the camera just came back as you were doing your. That's great.
It was brilliant. I love it. There's some great animes.
So obviously, players want to know about a release date. How much can we talk about that?
So there's a lot of speculation that was going to be out this year, which is not true. I'm not going to give a specific release date, but we're looking for quite early next year, probably February-ish, maybe. We're trying to avoid doing hard and fast deadlines because we want to get it right first, and that is more important to us than getting it out, if you see the difference. So yeah, that's that.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to touch upon regarding Pieces of Hate at all? I've gone through everything here, so
Yeah,
I just
you've
want to
gone
double
through
check.
everything there. Not that I can think off the top of my head without going into massive spoiler territory.
Yes,
Because
of
I'm
course.
currently, the stuff I'm working on at the moment is very much stuff we can't show because it's the end of the quest kind of level
Yeah,
stuff.
this is so. Just to preface this with the content showcase, when it comes to quests, it will become difficult to start showing stuff because we obviously don't want to go into spoiler territory. Quests are very fun when you have no idea of specific things happening. So obviously we'll try to show you what we can, but without ruining kind of the fun of it.
Yeah.
John, can I just double check if we're good to go over there? We're not, okay. So in regards to that, so by all means, if you want to keep asking questions in the chat about Pieces of Hate, we'll try and get to them. I saw something about, is he having the shoulder, parrot on the shoulder or something like that in the chat? Regarding that? They might have to ask it again. It was a little while ago, so I should have brought it up then, so that's my bad. But yeah, it's fine. It's all right, JD. We'll just go back to the bottom and just let the chat update as we're going for it. So just to clarify...
If he's missing it, I will flag it as feedback.
Okay.
I genuinely didn't notice. I think I just assumed my brain just saw a parrot.
So just to clarify the running order of the stream, we have a couple of content teams to actually showing you content on the computers themselves. So we have a mix of content from Jesters. Ryan's actually going to be going on the PCs in just a little bit to show stuff from Spec Ops, which is pretty exciting. And then we'll be having a Team Eclipse. And yeah, these team names might start getting a little bit more interesting as we go on, which is going to be pretty cool. Then we actually have Mod Shogun, who's been working on something actually, which is pretty exciting. And then I'm going to be representing Ninja today, as they're not able to get anyone on the stream today. So we'll be showing off some of the stuff they've made, including Aura Bag, which is sorry, not Aura Bag, it's not Bag anymore, but the new Aura interface, I should say. And then we've got some other stuff as well. So hopefully, are we getting there, John?
Sorry, just give me 2 more seconds.
2 more seconds? Literally 2 more seconds?
No, a bit more.
There was some comments
by all means.
about when Mod Raven, sorry, I was going to call you by your first name. Was talking about the quest. Someone said no quest this year. We do have Evil Dave. It's worth talking about.
It's true.
Evil Dave is soon, and not soon of a TM. It is literally as soon as it can possibly be.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. Obviously, we showed that off in the October showcase.
Yep.
It's also looking good. I've played through it a couple of times recently. And
There's a lot of dialogue in there.
It's good
isn't it?
fun. Yes, and you should read all of it because it's worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely a quest to read the dialogue. It's also a lot longer than I thought it was. I thought it was very quick. Not that that's a problem by any means, but I thought it was, not a long quest. And I turned around to Kyle and I was like, this quest is a lot longer than I thought it was. So yeah, it's quite substantial. It's really good.
Is it properly QA'd? I can tell you the QA on the project, who is Mod Iago, yeah, there we go. Mod Iago. I think from, I swear it's been 350 plus bugs in that I've seen. He has done an incredible job along with playtests, obviously, that we run internally to get everyone in, so what people have brought in for feedback and everything else. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Are we good now?
There's a problem with that PC. I always go to Ryan first.
We want to go to Ryan first. All right, Ryan. We're gonna switch up the order a little bit so we can show you some content. We'll get Ryan on. Yeah, you're good to go. Just go that way. Sure. Don't want to walk in front of the camera. Don't totally leave the microphone back over. So in regards to awards, we kind of talked about in regards to Pieces of Hate and rewards. Yeah, you mentioned about teleport. What other considerations have there been?
We've had lots of considerations. We've got a number of suggestions from players ranging from really quite outlandish things. Some people said you should get a reward sailing, the skill. No.
A new skill as a quest reward.
A new skill as a quest reward. I've said no.
Oh my.
We've had a couple of ideas of literally every character as a pet, which is a bit strange. My favourite is the barrel chest.
Barrel chest pet would be amazing.
Because the new updated design is my favourite, but
a miniature pet of barrel chest.
It's not something I can promise because it's quite a lot of detail.
So someone said in the chat, why can't you give a date? Just do you want to clarify what you mentioned regarding release date?
I don't. So the problem with giving a date is it hard locks it, meaning that it becomes frustrating, disappointing if it doesn't meet on time. I would rather push for. We can give that date when we're closer, when we're nearer to it. But at this stage, I'd rather have a more general deadline because it allows us to make the quest like to focus on quality, to focus on getting it right, to focus on polish, rather than going, something's gone wrong, but we have to get out the door because we promised it.
So I think from memory, The Light Within had to be delayed a week in August 2014,
Yes.
I believe, when it came out, or 2015, I believe, when it came out. So that's one example. So
Yeah.
it's
And
definitely.
it never goes down well when something's delayed.
Of course, of course. All right, I think we are good to go. We're going to throw it over to Mod Ryan. I'm going to come join him in just a second. He can talk about what his Spec Ops team have been up to. Take it away, Ryan.
Sure. So, a couple of things that we've been up to on Spec Ops. So, Mod Ramen has, as I'm sure people are aware, was working on Evil Dave Quest. That is now done, and Mod Ramen's now full-time on Solak, which is great to hear. He's working through that, and he's got some really cool ideas we've been talking about. What have I been doing? So I did some work with Mod Ramen on Evil Dave. And then I've done some additional work on deep sea fishing. Nothing to show for deep sea fishing today, mainly because there's a lot of changes that have happened, but in a way in which it's not a lot of visible changes. But hopefully next time on stream, there'll be a load of cool stuff to show. But some other projects that I've picked up that I just wanted to talk about today.
Awesome. All right, what we got here? This is looking reminiscent to a certain area, so go for it.
What do we have here? So this is something we discussed at RuneFest in the combat talk. We discussed the idea of stalker creatures becoming a slayer task. So that's seekers and soul gazers, which are both currently slayer tasks slayer creatures inside of dungeoneering. So we have actually added them as a slayer task, which semi-spoilers maybe, I don't know. If you haven't done this quest, then sorry. But yeah, so you can gain access to this via the oh my god, what is that quest called? I've just forgotten. Dishonor Among Thieves.
Dishonor Among Thieves.
Yeah,
wow,
quest.
I'm impressed I got that one.
So if you complete Dishonor Among Thieves, there is a lovely door over here that is now open. Ta-da!
Oh, I love the lighting that coming off. That's pretty cool.
But if we go through here, so of course this is a work in progress, but it's mostly done now. So you'll be able to see some cool stuff going on here. So this is a room full of stalker creatures. At the front, you can see seekers here. Let me fix this.
Combat settings.
Yeah, it's because of my account. So yeah, this is the stalker room full of seekers, and at the back you can see soul gazers. So these are a slayer task that will be assigned as stalkers in general. So you can choose to do seekers or you can do soul gazers. That's really optional. They have they have the same slayer level as they do in dungeoneering. I can't remember what seekers are. I think it's in the 70s or 60s.
Can't remember the top of my head, unfortunately.
Let's have a look.
We're going to use the Slayer guide.
Yeah, sure. However, soul gazers are 99.
So while you go on the search for that, a couple of things. The Slayer Codex.
Yep, so these will be adding new ones. I can show you that as well.
Awesome.
Where are they? Seeker, 71. There you go.
Nice.
Slayer Codex. Yeah, so they add those 2 souls. 2 souls, yeah, 2 new souls. You can see in my inventory, hopefully, I have a Hex Hunter bow.
Oh, here we go.
So we talked about this a little bit in the combat talk at RuneFest, but the Hex Hunter bow is essentially, it's a tier 80 bow outside of dungeoneering. However, if used against magic creatures, it gains a 15% damage boost, which puts it at, I believe it's tier 90 or maybe even tier 92 stats, but only against magic creatures, so it has a very unique niche there. However, it also has another ability, which is against any creatures weak to arrows, it gains an increase of accuracy quite a lot, so the hit chance is increased. So it has a very good niche against magic creatures. There are actually quite a lot of magic creatures in game. I looked to see what they were, but soul gazers happen to be magic, so it's also very useful against these. This room's really cool. This is Mod AOB's work again.
Yeah.
AOB, who did The Lost Grove, is doing deep sea fishing. But yeah, this is some of his work.
Is it degradable? The
bow, yeah. So it's a tier 80 bow, degradable. Let's degrade it.
You need to have the level.
I should probably have the range level. So it's degradable like normal. You can augment this bow, the standard stuff. However, something we noticed was, of course, we don't have tier 80 arrows. They don't exist. So we have made tier 80 arrows. So we didn't want to introduce just new arrows like as a drop. So we have Spider Boss Araxi, sorry, Spider-Boss is its dev name. Yeah, we have Araxi arrows, so we actually have the concept of Stalker Essence dropping from these creatures, which you will be able to apply to Dark Arrows to create Stalker Arrows. They are currently, if I remember correctly, they're down as 95 fletching currently because that's the same level required to make Dark Arrows. So the XP is actually really good. So I'm sure people are going to...
What stats we got on them?
Stats on these?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have...
Oh, you're on Legacy.
Yeah.
That's why. Tooltips.
But let me swap out. So Stalker Arrows are tier 80 arrows. It's the standard linear curve.
But obviously, when combined with the bow, of course, it's always a nice addition on top of that.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is as I said, we'll quickly, new Slayer task, new creatures, Hex Hunter bows dropped from these, really nice niche bow, Slayer Codex, there's a lore book, not going to mouse over the lore book that's on the floor, just for the sake of its name.
Yep.
There is a lovely portal here, which has some cool interactions.
Check offerings, okay, it's interesting.
You can offer stuff into it. So we have Seeker's Charm, which...
Oh, you got it.
Here's a bunch of Seeker Charms. So Seeker's Charms are available in Dungeoneering. However, they don't really have that much of a use. It's not that great in Dungeoneering, and also bringing that item specifically out of Dungeoneering, we don't need any more amulets, really. So I've adapted the design for how Seeker Charms work. So they'll drop from Seekers, and they'll be usable inside of the portal, so you can throw it into the portal. And what it does is it actually increases the chance of an elite Soul Gazer spawning from the Soul Gazers.
Ah, okay.
Because the Hex Hunter bow is going to be extremely rare as a drop from base Soul Gazers, but its main drop comes from the elites. So you're able to, if you wanted to, do a Slayer task here and focus on trying to spawn as many elites as you can, which...
Broadcastable?
Yeah, broadcast. Right now, let me give some darts. Let's kill some. So, I think at the moment it's 100% drop. It's not supposed to be.
There you go.
But yeah, so you'll see I got a Hex Hunter bow and, spoilers, I got a Soul Gazer's Charm, which is completely different to a Seeker's Charm. It's fine, it was planned.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
So a Soul Gazer's Charm, which is different. You can throw the various charms into the portal. I will throw the Soul Gazer one in, because why not? And the Soul Gazer one actually unlocks a baby Soul Gazer.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Where are we?
Baby Soul Gazer.
Here he is.
Oh, look at that.
So some people may instantly, I'm waiting for the chat, but they may talk about, what's his name, Eddie, being extremely rare. The baby Soul Gazer is not as rare as Eddie by any means. The elites are will spawn more often.
Can you do this off task?
You can do this off task.
Nice.
But yeah, as I said, the Hex Hunter bow drops from Soul Gazers just really rarely. But it's a lot more common from the elites, so that's its main drop. The Soul Gazers are going to be mainly focused around, a reasonable XP task. Seekers will drop their Seeker Charm, which should hopefully be used by those that want to farm the elite Soul Gazers, that sort of flow. But yeah, this is the current situation.
I've got something on here regarding head add-ons for skill outfits. Do we want to talk about that as well?
Yes, I can come back to that. We're going to swap over.
Yeah, we're going to throw it over to Mod Nova. So yeah, let's get ready to press the button. I'll tell you when we're. Well, you can see it there when we're up. There we go. What we got here then, sir? Hello.
We've got something a little bit Christmassy.
This looks pretty great actually.
This is the,
nice.
New Christmassy GE.
Oh, very nice.
I'll do a little flyby. Also, we did get a lot of feedback on Twitter to ask for the same thing to happen to the Max Guild and a little bit of Prifdiness as well. So that is something that will be coming up soon.
Oh, okay. I can see invention machines in the background.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, spoilers much.
Spoilers.
To see the massive machines coming in. Yeah, I always jump ahead just because I just see it and I just call it out. Oh wow, this looks great. So it's nice that we're giving a holiday feel to the G. It's really, really nice. So nice camera work, by the way. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
All right, what we got?
Right. So Christmas is happening and Santa goes missing again, always as usual. At this point in time, he's not. At this point in time, he's not missing right now. This is halfway through the quest. This is just an assortment of the characters that are going to be involved.
Ah, okay.
So this year, why Santa has gone missing, as is his custom, he has gone to bring his little gnome pet to life. You might recognise this from the current TLE that's active right now for the next
Going like clockwork.
5 days.
I
it's
believe so,
selected
yes.
for, yeah.
Oh,
There he is.
look at that. That's pretty cute.
Right. So he goes and enlists the help of Aubrey, Doc, and Orla to find various ways and means and methods of bringing this little gnome guy to life. Well, to make him a real gnome child. And you'll go through the quest, rescue them from wherever they are trapped, go through a couple of different stages with our friends over here to find ways to bring him to life, which will unlock skilling methods, which is what you see over here, the machines and this big old weird ball of magic. So currently you only see 2 of them. One of them is unlocked later on in the quest, and we're not ready to show off gameplay for it yet.
Yeah, this is just to reiterate my point earlier in regards to quests in general.
Yeah.
When it comes to showcases, we don't like to spoil the main content itself, but just kind of give you an overview as such. An energy rift.
Yep, so this can train you in rune crafting and summoning. The machine over there is going to be crafting or smithing. And then the last activity is going to be prayer or divination.
Okay.
And these are friendly to AFKing and slightly more active gameplay as well. So right now, if I just click on this thing and wait, I'll get some XP. A little bit of XP now and then. But every now and then these little balls appear, and if I'm paying attention I can click them and get...
So a little bit of
drops.
like intense training as well as such.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So if I don't pay any attention, they'll appear over time and I can come back in like a minute or 2, and then a couple of them will be up and I'll get a few drops. So the most efficient way, the fastest way of getting XP would be to pay attention and click every time one of them appears.
I'm going to bring it up. What's up with the item in your backpack?
That's one of the rewards.
Okay.
That is the reward we are going to show off.
Okay.
There are 2 other ones, but they're secret. We don't want to spoil any story elements, which they most definitely would.
Fair enough.
These are the snowboards. So if I wear this, it's a new snowboard. I'll just...
Obviously, just to mention, it's not fully modelled, hence why you just saw it there. But
Yeah.
everything you are seeing is work in progress. Go for it.
And also this one, I said 2 snowboards. If I remove it, I can transform into a different snowboard. So we have 2 designs for this year.
Oh boy.
And you might be thinking, why is fire and stuff Christmassy? You'll find out in the quest. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. In regards to Christmas itself, is there anything else you want to mention as such?
Yep, we've also got the winter weekends returning this year.
Yes.
And
We're going to use the power of a browser here to show you what we got. So if you haven't seen this already, this is a forum post already on the RuneScape forums from Mod Orion in future game updates. But in a nutshell, go for the winter weekends.
Right, we've got a lot of stuff. Quite a few things returning. A whole new weekend, which is Menaphos. Where is it?
Up one. There you go.
There it is. So if I go through in order, we've got combat stuff. If you can see on your screen right now, in bold, there are things that are excluded for Iron Men. So Iron Men won't get flat XP buffs because we want to...
So in a nutshell, anything to do with increased experience from what I can see Iron Men do not benefit from. Okay.
So no double XP for Plover Birds, no double Slayer XP in the Soften and Slay dungeon. If you go to the forum, you can have a look at these in detail. But as a brief overview, we've got mini-games returning, support and gathering skills returning. Clue Skulls have returned as well, but they have a special kind of Christmassy reward box that you'll get Slayer VIP tickets and Silverhawk down in. The whole new weekend for Menaphos will let you go and catch up with your reputation if you're still grinding that out. Give you buffs to Slayer XP. They are quite high high-level Slayer tasks, so
Yep.
that will be a nice thing as well. So all you Slayers out there, you'll notice you've got 2 weekends that are pretty good for you.
As long as you can get your corrupted soul Slayer tasks, then you'll be rocking and rolling.
Dungeoneering, I think, has 2 separate bonuses as well.
Yeah,
I think
Dungeoneering.
in Shifting Tombs, in mini-games, you get double...
There it is, 100%.
something.
Well, you get 100% increased mental loss reputation from Shifting Tombs on the 15th of December on that weekend. But in a nutshell, it works the same as obviously previous winter weekends we've done in the past, where from, I believe, midday of these respective dates, those go active, and it should be pretty good fun indeed. And is it safe to say that the Christmas interface is coming back like we had last year?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. And I believe we're going to keep that as a bit of a surprise because there's some cool stuff on that as well.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, a little bit of a sneak peek at Christmas. Obviously, not everything's going to be shown because we just don't want to spoil, what we want you to see in that regard.
We do have some more rewards, but it would totally spoil what we're doing in the storyline.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it. So hopefully it's all awesome. And I think we're going to be good to go throw it over to Ryan again. And we've got another thing to go through from the Spec Ops team. So yeah, we're back.
So just a quick one, really. You may notice in this lovely Flash Factory store, there is now the ability to buy the head add-on. So something that I just whipped up really in a short amount of time was adding the ability to obtain all skill outfit head add-ons to game. So they'll be obtainable from the same place you can obtain the outfits. So as you can see here, this is where you get the botanist outfit. So we've added the head add-on to the same place. Can't really show you too many of the others, but similarly to the outfits from Artisan's Workshop.
So they're all in the same place that the current outfits you can get at?
Yes.
Okay.
For the most part, you have to unlock the, the full outfit before you can unlock the add-on. In this place, you can buy the add-on if you wanted to. I think I don't have points. I think there may be a restriction that you have to buy the mask first. But either way, ta-da.
That's pretty cool.
Just a small little update. That's something else that we worked on alongside Stalker Creatures. And
Can Iron Man get them?
Yeah, so Iron Man can get the outfits. They can get all the the add-ons. It's really hard to say skill outfit head add-ons.
Yeah, say that 3 times fast.
But yeah, so you get all those. So there is cooking, which is Gnome Restaurant. Stealing Creation has crafting head add-on. Flash Powder Factory has Herblore. The Pit minigame from the agility courses has the... Wait, there is no agility one. That's not even a head add-on.
No.
I can't remember, but yeah, I'm sure that if you were to look at all the... it's available from Ecto... However you say it, Ecto tokens.
Don't look at me how you say things.
But yeah, Ecto tokens, you can get them, you can hand them in by the guy. I could just show you actually. This guy. Not that.
The rogue's dead.
He is standing here. There's a guy here that you can purchase the outfit from. He's a little shady trader, and he offers you the full outfit as well as the head add-on for Ecto tokens. But yeah, so alongside that, other than that, as I said earlier, Mod Ramen, finished Evil Dave, onto Solak, so hopefully we'll be able to show you some really cool stuff in the next content showcase when we're on. And then I'm working on deep sea fishing, got some really cool stuff going on. A lot of the environment's superb, and we've got a lot of the character art being modeled right now. Some really cool stuff, like a sea turtle we're remodeling, we're actually modeling in general to have it visible in the water. But yeah, I don't have much to show for that.
Awesome. All right, so we are now going to get ready to throw it over to moderator and mod days. You know how much I hate saying the word moderator. No offense. It's just annoyance. All right, let's throw it over if we can. All right, here we go. Right. Hello. So last time we were here, about a month ago, we went through Clue Scrolls. What have we got on offer today?
Yeah, so we've been making some puzzles and stuff behind the scenes, but we're not going to show off today because we want to sort of keep them back for a little bit. We might show them off in the future, but for now, for the most part, what I've been working on is one of the rewards, which is an outfit. So there's going to be a Clue Scroll outfit, so you earn sort of this Clue Scroll currency when you complete Clue Scrolls, similar to like Slayer points and everything else. So we're going to be, we've got a shop now on Zyda. So I think that's Zyda, right? So this is the full outfit here. So it's a 5-piece outfit. It has a backpack rather than a head slot, which is noticeably different from most other outfits that we've got in game. And the way that we've done this here is that everything on there is placeholder, by the way, in terms of
Objects and everything else.
the
The models.
objects are
The
fine,
models, sorry.
the actual prices and stuff like that.
So are the models final?
The models are fine.
Oh, goodness, okay.
Complete.
Awesome.
You'll see it in a second. So the way that it works is that each individual item has an active ability, and there's also a bunch of passive abilities as well that build up, and then when you have the full set effect, there's a bunch more stuff that it does then too.
Are we able to talk about those effects, or are we keeping them quiet for now?
We can talk about them. We can talk about some.
Some of the effects on the outfit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Let's talk
What we
about
got?
it.
Let's go for it.
So apparently there's a problem with the mic. In
Wait,
the chat,
what?
people are saying
I think it's
good,
it's
all
fine.
good,
It's because you're a quiet talker, sir. So they're just gonna bump. They're gonna bump you up. Don't worry. They're gonna bump you up. It's all good. That's fine.
I'm just gonna go through and buy the whole outfit. And
Because you've got the exact amount of points, of course. Well, here's a question: how do you get those points?
so you'll be earning these treasure trail points, which again, placeholder name for now. Yeah, you'll be earning that as you complete treasure trails.
Okay, nice.
And one of the passive effects of the outfit will be the more pieces that you own, the more bonus points that you get as well for completing clues. So the idea of this outfit really is for clue scroll specific players to get better at doing clue scrolls, right?
What we got?
So if I just dump the full outfit on first.
I approve. I approve of all the text.
now-
I love it.
Here we are. So I love the little attention to detail. You've got the spade in the backpack with all like the sextant and everything else. There's a little pocket watch on the side as well, and it looks awesome.
What we got?
So each examiner will tell you what each individual item does as well. So the
Run
boots.
for miles without tiring.
So the boots give the same effect as the ogre buff. There's a few of them which are charge based. You can see the number of charges that are available there and how many, what your current charge progress is as well to get your next charge. You earn 1 charge progress for every clue that you complete. And yeah, it's just sort of a right click activate to do that. When you first purchase each piece as well, you get a free charge just so you can use it straight away. So yeah, you've got the boots which allow you to have the ogre buff effect. You've got the gloves, which allow you to use your teleport scrolls directly from your bank.
Nice.
You've got the shorts, which if you have an emote clue, then it will automatically perform the correct emote. So
That's just as a random remote for now, of course.
well, I have an emote clue right here,
Oh, okay, fair enough.
which is Dance in the Shack.
Ah,
There you go.
very good.
There
Okay.
you go, you see that?
Very good.
You've got the backpack, which will allow you to swap your active clue for another active clue of the same tier. So you can swap an elite for an elite. If there's one that you can't do or it's too difficult or whatever, you can swap that.
Okay.
Obviously, there's only a certain number of charges that you can have on there. So I was going to
I was going to say, if you get one you really just don't want to do, if you don't like that one, or it's too far
Well,
away, you just skip it.
obviously Chaos Tunnel. Well, Wilderness then. You have a Wilderness
Yeah,
clue,
that's a
then you can
perfect
swap it
example
out.
of when
Okay.
you do it.
Yeah, then you can do that. And then you've got the jacket itself, which allows you to teleport directly to the location of your active clue.
Whoa, wow,
So-
okay. Goodness. So how do you accumulate charges on this?
Yeah, so for every clue scroll that you complete, you'll earn 1 progress towards a charge. And then, so if you haven't got the full outfit, then it will take 5 clues to get 1 charge. And each piece can store 3 charges. If you have the full outfit, then it's 1 less charge, 1 less clue to get a charge. And the number of charges you can store is increased by 1 as well.
Is there a slight concern that, being we have dies, which obviously they retain a lot of value,
Yep.
like having something that allows you to teleport straight to a clue might be on the strong side. How is that considered?
Yeah, so of course, the number of charges that you actually store on there that might change, they're subject to change, and also how long it takes you to earn a clue. But at the end of the day, you still, to get a single, so that charge only lets me teleport to the active clue once, and to get that charge, I have to have completed 5 clue scrolls to get it, right?
Yep.
So per 5 clue scrolls, I get a single teleport to 1 active clue. So in reality, it sounds a lot better than it probably is. And then obviously then you've got the full set effect as well, which not all of these may remain, some of them may come off, some of them may stay. So for instance, if I just teleport straight here now, so obviously I've got a clue scroll in my bank, so I'm ready to teleport there now. So here we are.
And you got the emote on your fin, right?
In
There
Lumber
we go,
Shack, yep. And I actually happen to have the hidey hole already in there. So one of the effects of the full outfit is that it acts as a hidey hole outfit, but you need to still have the items in the hidey hole itself. So I can now just come in here and perform that emote, and there you go. talk to him.
Very
Look at that
nice.
first view of remodeled Yuri as well.
Oh, look at him go.
So is it safe to
Spoilers.
say like the clue scroll update is going to affect NPCs related to clue scrolls as well, in regards to graphics?
Yes, we've updated all the wizards and we've updated Yuri.
Awesome. In regards to some of the rewards, I believe we have concept art. I'm going to throw this over to you
Can I
guys.
quickly just
Oh
say-
yeah, sorry. By all
Yeah,
means,
some of, the
apologies.
set, some of the set effects.
Sorry.
So yeah, it acts as the hidey hole outfit for the emote clues. When you're looting a casket, it acts as Luck of the Dwarves.
Oh my.
This is when you have the full. This is the full
Yeah, yeah,
outfit set,
this is
obviously,
the
which
set
could
bonus.
take quite a long time to get. Owning 2 pieces gives you 1 more reward reroll storage per tier. So we're giving you 3 now instead of 1. This will then give you a 4th if you own 2 pieces, and you'll get a 5th if you own 4 pieces per tier. 1 less clue is required to earn a reward reroll. So instead of 3 clues giving you a reward reroll, it's now 2 clues. 1 less step is required to complete a clue scroll as well. But yeah, again, not all of these things may stay. If it's considered too much,
Yeah,
or too little, then we
so
can strip some stuff out. That's not a
I
problem.
was just like, whoa, that's a lot. But
Does
obviously,
it stack with Luck of the Dwarves? No, it doesn't. So it just it replaces Luck of the Dwarves. So it just saves you 50 mil of having to buy the ring.
so just just as a preface again, like this is all work in progress and can change. That is none of this is final.
Yeah.
I was just reading it and I was just like, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. But just wanted to make that clear.
It's good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also worth being aware like that it's going to take a while to accumulate those points. So you're
Of
going to
course.
have to do quite a few clue scrolls to get the outfit. So while it seems powerful, you're going to have to, you've put the hours in to doing clues to then get the benefits.
Is everyone going to start on 0? No one's going to have like, if I've done 4,000 elite clues before this update is out, I'm not going to have extra points when the update
If you've
goes
done
out.
4,000, we'll backdate all that and you'll get the points on launch.
Oh wow,
So,
okay,
like,
awesome.
because
So
we
get
wanna-
doing your clues now,
You should, be,
basically.
you should be rewarded for being a
That's
clue scroll
awesome.
player,
I like
we
that.
want to reward players. We don't want them to like log in on day 1 and just be like, I've spent hours, I've spent years doing clues.
Yeah, and for the Luck of the Dwarves effect, that is purely only when looting caskets. That's not for any other use of Luck of the Dwarves in game.
Oh yeah, you
That's
can.
only for when you're looting a casket.
Awesome. Wow.
But then
Okay.
concept art, yeah.
So we have obviously with this update, we have to have new awards, don't we?
Yes.
Really? What we got,
Definitely
Days?
was. So if we
We'll
look
have
at
to-
the first bit of concept, so right, this is something we showed off at RuneFest. This is the Second Age armor kits. Traditionally, Second Age is very strongly associated with Zaros and his empire. We wanted to show something a little bit different. We wanted to show some different armor sets. So these are very much Saradomin themed. Yeah, and they're going to be super rare. They're going to be that sort of reward that you're going to want to get from the master tier. They're just going to be similar to getting a third age drop. Like third age, we're going to boost the stats up a little bit higher. So this is probably going to be in the augmented tier type range. So these should actually be pretty useful to you as well. Yeah, like you've got your melee, your range, your magic one. They all look pretty cool. They're all modelled now, so hopefully, like in a future stream, we'll be able to show them off in game.
That'd be nice.
It'd be nice. If we go to the next one, so one of the big things was we showed this off at RuneFest, and people were like, "We really want weapons to go with these." So we took that on board, and this is the concept art for the weapons, and like we really, really tried to stylize these. These are like I love the staff. Like it's my favourite by far.
Our staff looks incredible. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Our mod working on it, who I've forgotten his name, he's just finished modelling these today, so we just got them today, and they look brilliant. They look absolutely brilliant in game as well.
Looks like an angry staff of Siliske, the more I look at it.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
We got anything else?
Should we skip to the next one? Or jump to the next one?
What?
So these are pyjamas.
What?
So currently we have the sleeping cap in game. It looks quite outdated. So what we've done is we're going to remodel the sleeping cap, and then alongside this we're going to add like a full set of pyjamas. So you're going to have like full set, and you're going to have your slippers there as well, which look really cute.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Next up,
Ooh.
Robin Hood outfit. Like so, you've had your hat and your ranger gloves, ranger boots for years. So yeah, we just wanted to go and finish off the kit. So you got your torso, your legs, and you're gonna have your gloves as well. I think.
It's a 5-piece outfit.
Yeah. You'll have your gloves as well. So yeah, that looks really cool. It like completes the outfit. It looks really nice. But obviously this isn't 2007 anymore. Like your level 40 stats, you don't need this. So alongside that, one of the master rewards is going to be an upgrade item. So what this will do is this will boost the stats a lot higher, so it will actually be relevant to you as a high-level player as well. We haven't decided on what the stats will be yet, but if you're doing some high-level slay, you're probably going to want to bring it along.
Is Robin Hood actually going to get an update himself with that outfit?
Potentially, why not?
Yeah, I don't see why not, right?
Throw it on him.
Yeah. All right, and we got anything else?
Cool, and then we've got one more to show off, and this is my favourite by far, so we skip that. So what we've got is we've got a tuxedo and a ball gown, and like they are just so stunning in my eyes. Like they just look so different from anything else we have in game, and like really, really smart. And my favourite thing about this is we had some of our female staff being like, that tuxedo looks really nice, but like I want to wear that as well. I love the ball gown, but I'd love to wear the tuxedo as well. So we thought about it, and what we're going to do is we're going to allow females to wear the tuxedo, but we're also going to allow men to wear the ball gown. So that's actually 2 outfits you're looking at there, not just one. So yeah, so that is all the rewards we are going to... Oh, the chat is brilliant. So yeah, that's all the rewards we're going to show off for today. We've got more, but we want to hold them back. We want to still have some surprise on release. But yeah, hopefully that's all hype for me.
Awesome. Well, there we go. So last month we went through, and just as a final note, actually, all of the clue rewards you get in the current game will go towards the clue collection log, which will go live on this update. That's something to be aware of as well. So don't worry, all the items you've accumulated from, I believe, an update we did in October, we'll start accumulating towards a log, which you'll then see when this update comes out. One final note, any news on the release date?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay, not a problem. All right, that is Clue Scroll Rework from the Eclipse team. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'm going to get ready to throw over to Mod Shogun now, and we are going to be talking about a little project he's been working on. So here we go. We're up. Let's do this.
Hello, Shawnee.
Hello.
So I've been working on safe cracking for the last week and a half, and show what's done. So you start off by going to Thieves Guild, as you do with your normal thieving stuff. The requirement to participate in safe cracking is to have done the entirety of the Thieves Guild. You need to have access of the entire place to do it. So you start off by learning from the master himself over here, safe cracking tutor. He'll have a name later. I need to figure out a good one. Maybe Sean.
Nice chat head. Love that.
Thank you.
It's very cool.
My outfit is just on point, isn't it?
Yeah, that's we don't need to talk about your infamous outfit judging. So just to clarify a couple of things, Safe Cracking was announced at RuneFest, I believe, in the reveals presentation, if memory serves me correctly.
Indeed.
What is the overall goal with Safe Cracking?
It's to break up thieving. Thieving has basically 2 methods. It's spam clicking an NPC forever, and then you can do Elf City if you can do the quests.
Yep.
At like high level. So something in between to do your thieving, and slightly less click heavy. So yeah, that's the thing.
Sorry, I'm working with John to make sure we get the ninja fin set up as well, so I'm trying to multitask this.
So yeah, you learn it from this guy, how to do it. You get a looting bag, you can put your stuff in, and then you're off to hunt stuff. One of the places we have is Rework. So the saves will be around the world, in rich areas or castles.
Are you still taking suggestions in regards to where to put them, or are these pretty much final now?
If I have 15 down at the moment, if you can think of more, that's fine as well. So yeah, one's up here in the Vara Castle. I said door.
You could just teleport,
Why
man.
can't I left click? Yeah, no, I could left click. I'm not going to bother with the door. I'm just going to get in. There you go.
There you go. Right, so
That's
we have our treasure room. So how do the mechanics of the safe work here then?
Basically, you will start cracking safe. You will turn a dial. You get XP each time you do it. And when you hear it click, you know you completed it. So a big chunk of XP.
XP is not final as well, just
of
to
course,
clarify.
XP is not final, so don't worry about that. And you'll get a pet from it as well. When you commit X amount of turns, you will open the safe and get a big chunk of XP.
So what kind of stuff are you planning to can you get from this safe in that regard?
So you'll be getting a untradeable resource, basically.
Okay.
That you will chunk in your a looting bag, which you then can turn into the Thieves Guild.
Yep.
For,
At the train, I presume?
no, at the Chief Thief, Robin.
Okay, yeah.
And you will turn that in for XP, money, and a new reward currency. So the more things you get, the more points you get as well.
How about levels to do this? Any particular level ranges here?
Well, it starts at 65 and it goes up all the way to 99.
Okay.
So, the things to do. And each save is different. There'll be different XPs, there'll be different saves. Once you looted a save, you can't go back there for X amount of time. So currently it's 5 minutes. So you have to run around to different places to find them. And so there are various amount of places at the moment. So you can always do a complete lap. You just want to find the perfect lap to do to maximize the amount of XP power. XP is not balanced yet, so don't mind that 10k drop. It might not happen. So once you've escaped, take the bag. Once you get items, you collect items and then.
This bunch of loot.
Yeah.
One gilded item with gold statues and jewels.
Precisely.
So when did you start on this, just out of curiosity?
Started last week on Monday. Used to do a small prototype for our sprint review tomorrow, actually. It's a show of a prototype.
So is this in a sense like kind of like proof of concept so far? Like this is just the functionality, so it hasn't got on like the art touch-ups and so on and so forth?
There's no art, there's no balancing done, so it's just me using placeholder graphics to get in a nice sense of game loop and how it's going to be. And some of the rewards I'm quite happy with. One of them is a lockpick and a stethoscope on your tool belt. So,
okay. So obviously you don't have to carry around the actual object itself now. Okay,
cool. I'm going to go on the tool belt. So don't have to wear that anymore.
We'll just pop back and have a look.
Indeed.
Oh man, just looking at the overview, we've still got so much more to do in regards to covering, which is awesome. So it makes me pretty happy.
So this guy, fence items, this guy, he will all these belong to us.
Chat is not final, obviously, just to clarify.
No, I like
no,
this
that's
chat.
not. No, that is absolutely not final. I just want to clarify
keep
that.
this.
All your looters belong to us. Have some swag stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then you get some XP, some gold, and some hanky points.
Obviously, balancing and so on.
Yeah, of course.
I just want to keep reiterating because obviously, just in case people are joining the stream and so on. So with the hanky points, those are in the new hanky points, I believe
Yes,
they are?
indeed, new hanky points. So to use them up, you speak to this guy, Dodgy Derek even, and get rewards, and you have Dodgy Derek's Dirty Deals. Such an awesome name, I know, right?
Okay.
The shop was named this before I put it in the reward shop, so it's not me. It's been here for a while. Not me.
Yeah, so it shows how much I've been to the shop then. Goodness me. All right. Is there anything in consumables, or is it just the upgrades for now?
Yes, you can buy. This is a placeholder one, but stun protection.
Okay.
So it's a consumable item. When you use it, you can't get stunned for up to balancing point. At the moment, it's 30 seconds. So
if you want to hammer out dwarf traders without guaranteeing being stunned, oh wow, okay,
you can't get stunned for 30 seconds.
Nice.
Of course, it will balancing costs for them, time, all that stuff hasn't been balanced at all. It's a proof of concept. And then, of course, you have the Thieves Kit, which might get more things added to it, but currently it's a lockpick and a stethoscope on it.
Awesome. All right. Apart from that, is there anything else you want to cover, or is that in a nutshell so far?
Well, stun protection won't work in combat, so no. It only works in thieving. So don't worry about that. And so yeah, update is about to. You should do your normal safe cracking, and then you get benefits to other thieving parts. So you do a bit of safe cracking, get your reward points, head off to do some dwarf traders when you're feeling a bit more intense, and then go back again. So yeah.
Awesome. All right. So I think that'll do it. Now, next up, I'm gonna scoot over here because I'm next up because I'm going to be helping the ninjas out here with their section. So John decided to try and do a full screen of my outfit to try and get you all angry, but what he forgot to do was make sure that I almost logged out, so I had to come off it. So he wanted to. Oh, you already did? Well, in that case, I did it just to be sure. Anyway, we've got a couple of ninja things to go through here. So I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to kind of show you them, and hopefully I can do a good job of showing them and you guys can get pretty excited. So 3 little ninja fixes that the ninja guys have done, and then we're going to be going through 72 auras, which is pretty exciting. So first of all, it is related to the poll we did very recently, which is recoloring wisps to match the energies divination. So I don't know how well you can see this, so I'm just gonna hide everything a second so you guys can see it all. But this is how the wisps now look like. So as an example, incandescent wisps now match the color of them. So all of the wisps in game will now have the color corresponding to them. So I'm going to just show you 2 very quickly. One being incandescent wisps, and the other one being, I can't remember the name of them, but they're in the desert, so you can check them out. But it looks really cool. So that's pretty nice. So next up, we'll head over to the deserts. Down here. And then you will see our desert wisps, the luminous wisps, which as you can see look pretty good as well. So I'll hide them again, just so you can get a good look at it. So this is how they look. So all of the wisps in the game now have been color updated to correspond to them. It was something we polled, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So it passed. Here it is. Looks pretty good. And we just wanted to get this on stream just so you guys can check it out. Let us know what you think. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So very much looking forward to that. Next up is another quick little ninja fix, but something I like personally. So in the Beast tab, we have our bosses here. Normally, to check out the bosses for animations, you can go on the Learn tab. But now, oh, sorry, I just realized my webcam's in the way. Oh, that's fine. The webcam's not in the way of anything important. It's all good. So you can now just mouse over the boss, and it will now do a rotation. So if for some reason you want to check out the backside of Araxi, you can do so. So feel free to have a look at the backside of Araxi or any other boss you so wish. By just mousing over, it'll now just do a little rotation, and you can just check it out. It's a little thin, but I think it's really cool. So yeah, feel free to play around with it. Like if you want to have like a Telos, for example. Oh, hello, there we go. You can do so. So the final one is related to, I believe this is what it's called. Yep, is related to ports. So we have our ships, and you might notice something straight away. I won't tell you what it is. I'll give you a couple seconds to figure it out. But it's related to the ship parts, and I think you guys might notice what that update is pretty much straight away. So this is my current save in the game live, and this is my current ship part, so I got a long way to go to get to the final bit, but you can now see straight away what parts you have on your ship straight away, instead of it going ram/figureheads and then you having to go into them. So you can now just see them straight away there and then check them out. So pretty exciting to say the very least. So John, are you okay to I'm gonna hop over to the other PC here. Can we boot up the Aura world and then get that set up while we go over to here, if that's okay? So yeah, I'm kind of trying. Apologies, that didn't really sound professional, but yeah, I'm gonna get ready to throw it over. And I apologize because before we even go, I don't even know your mod name.
Mod Sparky.
Mod Sparky. It's on the back of your shirt. Don't teach me. All right, let's throw it to Mod Sparky. What have you got for us today?
I have got the cosmetic rewards from this year's advent calendar. So, as you can see, we've got the present helmet. We've got a Rudolph necklace, our present Warhammers, elf shoes, there's a long list, our Christmas tree cape, there's more. We also have
a Christmas present sack.
A Christmas present sack.
Oh man. So
this is my personal favourite.
So these are attainable via the advent calendar, just to clarify?
Yes, all rewards from that. We also have Tony, the snowman.
Tony the snowman. Oh, he's got an emote. Can we see it?
He does have an emote.
What we got? What? Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's lovely. So yeah, lots of cool cosmetics. Oh, and we also have a shield. I almost forgot.
The reef shield.
Reef shield.
All right. There we go. Nice. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity to kind of talk about you, if that's okay. So first time I've had you on this stream. In a nutshell, what's the role you do, and how's it been? Because I believe you've recently joined us. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So how's it been?
Yeah, it's been great. I've started as a junior character artist on the live events team, but also delve into doing other stuff as well. And yeah, I basically get to work on some of the most beautiful projects in the game, which is. Yeah, can't complain about that.
This is pretty cool. Can we just show the snowman? Can we go on the beach and show the snowman emote one more time? It just looks awesome. I just want to see it again. It looks great.
Oh, I should note as well as run.
Oh yes.
And as well as walk. It's pretty cool.
Oh man. There you go. Let's have a go again. Oh, that's adorable. That's pretty cool. All right. Is there anything else, or is that pretty much it right there?
I believe that's all of the rewards, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, there you go. Quick little look at some of the cosmetics you can look forward to with the advent calendar, which is pretty exciting. Just to clarify, starts from December the 1st? It starts from December the 1st. Yeah, no, I just wanted to double check. I know an advent calendar normally starts on December the 1st, but I want to double check. All right. Well, thank you so much, Munsfaki. Yes, awesome. All right. So we're going to come back over to my screen, and John, why? My outfit is a tiny bit over the top. Really, John? What are you doing? Anyway, sabotaging. Alrighty, so I'm going to come back over to here because this is pretty exciting for me. I think you guys are going to love it. So on my Warn interface over here, you might notice we have a little button related to the aura management button. So what does this mean? Well, it now means all of your auras, instead of being objects, are now moved to the aura management screen. And what this allows you to do is, first of all, one, you can use this in combat and run around as much as you want. But two, you can activate these as you wish without having to go into your bank, then pull it out, then actually activate it, and so on. Now this is hype, very, very hype. So it covers a lot of auras, as you can imagine. And if you don't own certain ones, you can check them out. You can buy them if you so wish. And they'll be listed right there for you, and you have your different categories for them. So skilling, as well as combat, as well as favorites. Now, someone said, what happens to the aura slot? Now, when you activate your aura, let's say I want to go do Telos, I want to go do Maniacal. Before I even do that, just give you a little look at the interface, you'll notice that our Viswax is now included in the interface here. So, excuse me, you can extend it here and then if you so wish. Instead of having to take out the Viswax, go into Activate, then the aura, then extend. You can now do it here. It's right here and then, so you can do it yourself. So you can go to your Maniacal, and if you really love the Maniacal aura, you can favorite it. So we'll add Maniacal aura to our favorites. And when we activate it, that aura will then go into your aura slot. So this is why we still have the aura slot here. You can see as well the timer is counting down for you real time. So for people asking, why isn't my aura tooltip not telling me how long my aura left until cooldown? It'll now tell you in this interface, so it's pretty awesome. You can right click the auras. You can deactivate it here if you wish, and of course you can go into your manage auras interface on here as well. So you can pretty much check that out. So if we were to deactivate our aura here, you can now see it is now recharging, so you can check that out. And let's just favorite a couple of them because I just want to show you guys this really quickly. So let's say I want to go do some melee and I love my melee accuracy. You can right click the aura button here, and you'll get your auras right here. So instead of you having to even go into the aura interface itself, you can literally just right click, I want to use this aura, click on it, and it'll pop it in and activate that aura straight away. So it's pretty awesome. A couple other things to be aware of as well. We've got a couple of toggles if you want to. You can have the auras in a list view, so you can see them all here, just plain text, which makes things a lot easier if you so wish, because sometimes the icons are a little bit hard to distinguish if you're not aware of what looks like what. So you can make it into a list view if you want to, and if you're tired of warning messages coming up every time you want to put on an aura and you currently have an aura active, so for example, if I was to do this, you'll get this message. You can turn off that message by just ticking hide warning messages, and then you can just do that and it'll activate it straight away. And that, in a nutshell, is the aura management update. So, as you can imagine, I'm pretty excited. I want to give a shout out to the Ninja team, but in particular Mod Harrison, who started the initial work on the project. I then moved over to Mod Edge, who has converted it into this awesome interface that does it's a great job. And of course, I'm very much looking forward to saving a lot of bank space with this. So this is my live save. This is all the auras I have currently, and you can see there's a lot of auras I still need to get. So I need to obviously get to work on that one. But yeah, it's pretty hype indeed. So without further ado, I'm going to get ready to jump over to the couch with Mod Sailing. And yeah, let's do that. Sailing, it's going to come over to you for just a moment on your own, so apologies.
Aww.
Oh, actually, tell a lie, we have a Clockwork Gnome on the screen. How about that? So let us have a little chat about that.
You can still get the Clockwork Gnome.
You can indeed. Is this in relation to going like clockwork?
It is, yes.
All right, awesome. So, Premier Club, we have to talk about Premier Club. It is now the week, comes into game Friday. What are we expecting from it?
So I've brought a handy list here to talk about everything because we've got just as much and more that we usually have, so I want to make sure that I get everything. So I'll be focusing on the gold package because that's the package that everyone knows has all the benefits in, so we want to make sure that they get them. I never know which camera to look at, it's the red one. So it's we obviously have the bronze and silver packages, which have 3 and 6 months of membership respectively. You're doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to get that. You'll have the gold package that has 12 months of membership in it and gives you your additional key per day. The gold package also gives you your 150,000 loyalty points up front. Everyone always asks that, it's always up front. You will get your Runemetrics discount. You will get a new armor set, which is called the Hellion Armor, which is already in-game at the moment.
Is that the person at the vault?
That is the person standing outside the vault. You also get access to the Premier Club Vault, which everyone has access to this week, so they can give it a try and see what it is. And then after that, you'll be able to have a monthly access to it to get benefits from all the rewards that are inside there. You get your usual, so you get your VIP Premier Club World, you get your Premier Club Forums, you get your forum badge, you get your chat badge, you get your Premier Club exclusive Q&As that are run on the forums. And then this is where we get into the interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we've taken off the list this year is the game card items.
Right.
And the reason we did that is because obviously a lot of people say that the game card items that we do, obviously we don't always do them every year, and then we feel like we have to provide something, and then if we feel like we have to provide something, it's never of the greatest quality and not what people really want. So what we decided to do instead is to get rid of that benefit completely and add in what we've called a Premier Club reward token.
Okay.
So what this lets you do is when you click on it, it will open a window that has a huge variety of past cosmetics that we've done through with game cards and Premier Club and even Premier Club benefits, like when we had the PayPal tie-in, when we did the Kieran Pet and stuff like that. And then you'll be able to choose from that list something that you don't already own, and you'll just get it for free, straight up. And then if you're a silver member, you'll get one of them when you purchase a package. If you're a gold member, you'll get one you purchase the package. You'll get another one in January, and then you'll get another one in July. So it'll total 3 over the entire course of the year. And the idea is that what we want to do is we want to add to that list as the year goes on and into the future as well. So it's completely up to you. You can use it the second you get it. If you open it up and there's something on that list that you want, you can use it straight away and you can get that cosmetic item straight into your account. If you've decided that there's nothing on the list you really want, or if maybe you've got everything, you're kind of able to hold on to it. And then when we do add something to the list, you can then redeem it for whatever it is that we've added. So it's kind of basically trying to, instead of force a cosmetic onto the players that they might not want or might not appreciate, it's trying to give the power back to the players essentially, so you can access whatever it is that you want to access rather than us just giving you something. The other thing is the aura.
Right.
So this is the Hellion aura. It's every time we do an aura, it gets less and less like an aura, so we might have to start calling it something else soon. But the aura this year is a 4-part aura, so it gives you 4 benefits. So last year, well, this year, we had the Manifold Aura, which gave you 6 benefits. So we was like, maybe that's a bit too many because some were very niche. So we kind of scaled that back a bit. And I've got the list here to make sure I get it right. So we have free death reclaim for an hour. So if you have it active and you're in combat and you die, you get free death reclaim. You get a XP boost, which is the same as the Manifold Aura, which was the 10% for an hour. You also have the pulse core effects from last year as well.
Hit everyone near you.
Hit everyone near you for 10% for 10 minutes. So that's good for obviously double XP weekends, stuff like that. And then the one that we're quite excited about is the recharge an aura benefit.
Right, okay.
So every day you are able to recharge one of your auras that you may have already used in that day. Only once a day, but it does mean that every day you'll be able to do, maybe if you're doing combat, you can refresh one of your combat auras, do 2 hours of combat rather than 1. If you prefer to do 2 Jack of Trades runs in one day, you can do 2. The benefits are kind of endless. You can use it however you feel you wish.
You saying recharge auras just reminded me I forgot to show one thing related to that aura update, and that's regarding recharging auras. So I'm just going to really say it really quickly. So if you happen to have an aura refresh from Death with the aura management update, you'll be able to it'll open up the aura management interface, and you can just reset your auras there, so you don't have to worry about using the item on another item to reset. Anyway, I suppose you know I'm going to ask you next. Premier Club, and are we going to talk about prices and bonds?
We are going to talk about prices and boards.
Let's do it.
Boards? Boards. Prices and boards. Prices and bonds. We've stayed with the price that we gave you last year. So the year before, obviously, we went to prices that obviously not a lot of people were happy with due to many different reasons. Last year we brought it down, and we're staying at that level again this year. So I've got the GBP and USD here. The fuller list will be out obviously later this week. But for gold, the GBP is $49.99, and for USD it's $79.49. And then there's silver and bronze that are cheaper as well. But I'll let the full table do the talk later on this week.
So the bonds remain the same as well?
Yes, sorry, the bonds, the boards. It's gold is 20, silver is 10, bronze is 5.
There you go. So 20 bonds, and then obviously the webpage will be up on Friday, so that'll summarise everything like we always do with Premier Club. We have a table that kind of summarises all the benefits and everything else. So there you go. In regards to that, is there anything, actually a couple of things. Hellion Aura available IMM?
That's a good question. I'm almost certain it is. They won't benefit from the XP auras like they didn't from the Menaphos, but they should be able to use the refresh auras because they do have access to auras.
Cool.
So yes.
Awesome. All right. Apart from that, is there anything else, or is that it?
Yes, we have Black Friday sales going on this week.
Okay.
On Friday, to celebrate Black Friday, we have Solomon Store's Black Friday sales, bunch of items going on, super discount. So if there's anything on Solomon Store that you might be looking for, check it out on Friday.
Obviously, we'll make sure to shout about it. I just want to ask.
Sorry, people are asking to mention the Damn rewards.
Yes.
They're going into game next week, 27th.
There we go.
So Monday the 27th, people will get all the Dimension Damn rewards.
JD, I can see it. Don't worry. You don't need to keep highlighting it. Don't worry. I was just waiting for Slade to finish. So I just want to clarify. What about the Pantheon Aura? What becomes the Pantheon Aura as a result of Premier Club?
So the Pantheon Aura, which I was calling the Menaphos Aura earlier. Sorry, Pantheon Aura is what it's called. The Pantheon Aura will be. It will end on December the 31st is when it ends and finishes, and then it'll be taken out of the game. And you won't be able to refresh it either, so don't try and on the month overlapping, try and refresh your Pantheon Aura because it won't work.
Got it. There you go. So 31st of December is the expiry date for the Pantheon Aura, but of course Hellion Aura comes into place for the new Premier Club. But apart from that, excuse me, I think that's everything. There's been so much we've been through. It's pretty cool to get Montsparky on as well. I thought that was really nice.
Yes,
nice little section there as well. But yeah, I think that'll cover it. So as always, thank you so much for watching us. We're going to get ready as well, of course. Just keep this in mind that for everyone who is interested in RuneScape, we're going to get ready to activate that in a moment. And if you watch Modley streams on Sunday, if you don't, then we're going to start having RuneScape available on that as well. And we'll be giving out the rewards from them on Monday. So watch that if you haven't already, and remember the free weekend starts at 12 p.m. game time on Friday if you are interested, and of course Premier Club comes along with that as well. But as a whole, let us know what you think of the Content Showcase stream. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Go on.
I forgot something.
Go on.
I'm so sorry. During your sign off. There's also something, so we've been discussing Premier Club and what it means to be a VIP member, essentially. That looked really staged. It wasn't, by the way. I did completely forget something. And what it means to be a VIP member throughout the year and a gold member. So we've kind of been listening to a lot of feedback that comes back from that. And one of the things that we're going to do throughout 2018 is to make sure that certain content that goes out will have Premier Club benefits, essentially.
Okay.
So I can't say too much because I don't want to give too much away about the content that's coming out. But there will be, for being a gold VIP member, you'll get extra small benefits when content is released.
Sure.
Just for being a gold member. It's a thank you, basically, because obviously those are our Prime members, so we want to say thank you as much as we can to them. Sorry,
cool.
I completely forgot about that.
That's all right. No, at least you mentioned it now. All right. Apart from that, I want to get ready to end it, and good luck on your loot chest rolls. And for everyone, just spamming loot pet. Really, guys? Really? On that note, we're going to get ready to end it. Thank you so much for joining us. We all hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you down the road. Take care, and have a good one.